business here. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you to meet you here.
Oh, sorry.
So, okay, fine.
Sorry. No,
So ni biashara gani? Naona ni kama
this is my parlor.
mhm.
I'm dealing name.
Mhm.
I'm Tom, by the way.
Yeah, Tom. My name is Oliver.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Pleasure.
A pleasure meeting you.
Yeah.
All right. I hope you're doing well. I'm in Kiembeni, and this road, rough road here, goes to Taki Base. It's a road that is just behind Kiembeni, and you can see the estate starts from there. Yes, and this looks like a dumping site for this region, but most of the lands and portion of lands that are left unbuilt are always used like dumping site in this neighborhood. That's what I know. But now mostly. Uh, As you can observe, Kiembeni is a region with very scanty trees. As someone who loves green and the natural environment, how green portrays your vicinity, I really love how you plant trees and make your compound green, flowers here and there. But now, Kiembeni is a place where many people don't understand the importance of trees, because as you can see, most of those plots, actually some of them doesn't have any form of green, apart from a very few of them. As you can see, one tree within the compound, but most of them, observe well, doesn't have any form of tree. You can be able to stand with them because some of the plots are very small, but I always am that person who think like I have to leave a space for trees and flowers. That is my own thinking. Now, this side is a reservation for wildlife, and it's called Nguni Nature Reserve, Nature Sanctuary to be very precise. And we also have a quarry inside here. Yes, a quarry. That's where you can see the place is full of lorries. There's a lorry going to the quarry. Now, I want to walk around this place so that we can have a very clear view of how Kiembeni look like. We've got some of the pathways that you can use to go to the very inside and access the tarmac road the other side. And I can also go back this side and be able to go through the tarmac so that I can show you well. Okay, back then in 2016, I can say so, before these two elections of 2017 and 2017. No, yeah, no, 2016 there, yeah. Then there have been two elections. That was in 2017 itself and 2012. So those years, actually, there was the entire of this location, there was no building around apart from very few building adjacent to the tarmac road the other side, which is not very far from here. And going to 2012, there was a lot of land grabbing here. People just grab land and sell to non-people. And if you delay to lay foundation in a piece of land that you just bought, you'll end up finding that it's sold to another person. And that process can even repeat itself for quite a number of people. One piece of land can be sold to around like even 6 to 10 people. And nothing used to happen. So later on, people got pride and they started following up their money. So whenever someone sells you the land, you follow up, and many other people are taken to court over the same. That's the reason why the seller started being genuine, and now you can see these buildings pop up now. Like this building here, I think it's barely 4 months old here. Uh, it was an empty land, but now, as you can see, there is a house being built with its perimeter fence already installed. So let's go. We have a tarmac road, and this tarmac road is totally new here. It was built way after the previous election, that was in 2012. So which means it was like a year later. That simply means this tarmac road is here less than 3 years old. It heads to nowhere. Let me tell you, it heads to nowhere because it joins the tarmac road from Shomoroni heading to Mwakirunge, and that is the dumping site for Mombasa as well. So this one goes straight to Kiembeni. Fine, fine. So this one goes straight to Kiembeni. As you can see, you have Kiembeni police station down there. Today's weather is a bit sunny and there's no cloud. It is 10 a.m. in the morning. There's no cloud, so a bit sunny. And as always, in Mombasa, when there is sun, or maybe when there is cloud, the temperature remains constant. Sometimes it may go up to 35, 37 degrees, and when it goes down, it's just a bit of 30, 32. And if you're not fair with this kind of temperature, then you don't belong here. This is the normal temperatures for this ground. Unless those times when we have rainfall, and then we tend to have the minimal temperatures of 27, 28. That is the least it can go. But obviously, it's always high. So if you have kids or neonates who are below 1 year, they're always in problem because they get hit by heat rashes all through, and this may not feel good to some people, or even comfortable. As these are estate, and we all know that Kiembeni is its own estate, and for the posh people. Although Mombasa in general have got this kind of houses which looks old, apart from the new buildings that have been built just recently. Mostly we have old buildings, and in the same bracket you've got most of these lands built and they started. Some of them are still in progress. As you can see, most of these perimeter walls looks old. See, when I came here in the first time in Mombasa, this is the place where my host was. So this was my first neighborhood to live in, and this building here, it was around 7 doors. It was not here. This is an empty land, so we could walk all through to the other side, which is Bamburi. Just raise my camera. It's Bamburi, the other side. But when this my other side here, we go to a place called Kashani. Down there, it's almost 2 kilometers away. But now this is an estate. But as you can see, this estate, this building, most of them are just newly here. And as I told you, this tarmac road by itself is less than 3 years. That gives you a hint that it is a place that is constantly developing, and we have a lot to expect on this, especially in the coming elections. You see, this is where many things really, there's a turnaround of development, and the promises from politicians are always on the constant. And we applied that. This one just decided to have his building protected by this policy. But there we go. So let's walk along and be able to grasp what we know or what we don't know here. This neighborhood, Kiembeni, is a posh place, as I know. And the difference with this place is that we have a police station. So most of the time, you see, there is Mshomoroni, and then we have Kiembeni. We've got Bamburi along there, and as well, and so most of those places they lack security. Why? Because of mostly there's no police stations, but these police stations have been there for quite some time since I came here. And the other side, which is Shomoroni, there's a police post which is less than 2 years, 3 years, let me say so, because it was installed there after the 2012 election. Yes, a bit of security has been sold there, so now there's no rampant stealing and smuggling phones here and there. As you can see, later on, okay, sometimes back in 2012, this compound was very naked here and it was totally alone, and I couldn't bypass. I could bypass very small compound to be able to reach here. And as you can see now, we've got marked roads that penetrate. And where I'm going is just at the center, and the police station is there. Like many police stations, it's a very safe place for you to live here. A lot of schools, scheme, as you can see up there, we have an academy. So let's now chill and just observe. As I told you, it's a bit sunny and there's a lot of brightness. Now, this is the actual Kiembeni, and Kiembeni still uses Cabro on its main road here. There is no tarmac. So the last point of tarmac is just there. We'll just end up here. You see that's where they went there, where there is that lady trying to stop that tuk-tuk. At the last point of the tarmac road. And as you go along, these are cab roads all the way from downwards heading to Kampuri. This is cab road, you can see. And it's not a new cab road, you can see. Yeah, it is cab road that has been there for quite some times. But it makes sense because it enhances transportation. It's no problem with that. Although maybe the residents are comfortable with this because the area representatives must have done otherwise and try to do an upgrade of this. Now we are heading up there. Kiembeni is not large. As you can see the topmost, that hill above there, where you can see the last lorry that side. Let me try to zoom. Oh, there's the lorry up there. That's actually a corner, and that place is now the Turkey base that I was talking about. So Kiembeni is not a large place as you can imagine, but it's a cool place to live in. As you can see, it has got a lot of households, but you don't have industries here. Maybe you don't have. Let me try to define this place. There is very few clubs in this location. Unlike Bamburi, so Kiembeni has got the least number of clubs that you can go in, and this area is called Chief, the opposite side, and you have got the chief down there. That's the administration point. So let us move on. So we've got a lot of schools here, no clubs, very few clubs as I can tell you, and it's just a cool place. just to keep you in touch with the cost of living in this place. Water is not a problem. Yeah, water is not a problem in this area because the Kiembeni is just next to the water point at Ngutatu Water Division, and it just Mombasa receive water in terms of rationing. So that's what I can tell you. Wherever you live in Mombasa, water is always in rationing, right? And then the cost of houses here are a bit higher because a bed sitter in Kiembeni goes to 7,500, mostly sometimes at 10,000, while one bedroom goes 10,000 and above, well furnished. Very few houses here are new and modern. It's only in Kisauni where we've got a lot of old houses. But Kiembeni and Bamburi have a bit of old houses that you can admire more often. Right? So just a walk path, a walking distance. So you're going to Takbis. Tukazi nene ni busha ama sawa. Oh, this man just called me to advertise his business here. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you to meet you here.
Oh, sorry.
So, okay, fine.
Sorry.
So ni biashara gani? Naona ni kama
This is my parlor.
Mhm.
I'm doing in name. I'm Tom, by the way.
Yeah, Tom. My name is Oliver.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Pleasure.
A pleasure meeting you.
This is
Uh
I'm doing nails.
huh.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
Manicure.
Oh,
Everything is here.
that's nice.
Yeah. Kidogo hapo kidogo kuna
It's a double room.
sijatengeneza kufanya to do the salon of nail of hair, but bado sijafanikiwa bado.
Salon kinyozi combined, ama?
Yeah.
So
For a while, I'm here for the manicure. Yeah.
this thing is very necessary here.
Yeah.
Very nice. You cannot operate a business with these things.
Sorry?
Yeah. And operating a business with these things is very problematic around here. So you're well equipped right away. Then seems like it's new here.
Sorry?
It's new. How long have you been here?
For 4 years.
4 years now.
I'm running to 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
How is the business going in general?
Business.
Compared
up and down.
Compared to how you started back.
When I'm settled there, people are here.
People are just, what made it change?
So
If you say it's 4 years like that, I'm comparing like there's a political evolution there. There's been election the other side, the other time, comparing to this now. The end of politics, and now we are here. Businesses are going to normal. And then how did it change? People disappearing, or there is a season on this? So there's a season. Today is we are in just February.
Yeah,
I understand that. There is
but they were talking about the month. We're going to Ramadan.
Ramadan.
Yeah. Kazi kidogo iko chini. Sawa, kazi itapik tu. Tunashukuru.
So mimi nashukuru
Valentine kidogo tulichapa kazi Valentine, and thank God for the Valentine. Yeah.
But sasa siku mbili tatu kutoka like 12th to 15th.
Yeah.
After yani lazima ni siku mbili to Valentine, and the Valentine itself like from 12th to 14th there.
Yeah.
So kazi ilikuwa imenoga.
Ilikuwa imenoga, nashukuru. Lakini
So oh guys, you've heard all this story. He just called me from the road just to see his business. It's a very wonderful business, a parlor business that I think in a few months is going to add up on salon itself and kinyozi. I think that the two combination works very well. But parlor by itself, ladies, when you invest in ladies, you'll never go wrong. This is a very good job and good niche as well. So I thank you.
Sasa bro, unaniambia unafanya wapi?
Mimi. Okay, by the way, this is not my profession. I just do it as a hobby. Myself, I'm a medic.
I do that. Studio
but I do studio flani. But okay, I'm affiliated to some studios. That's why I do this. Mostly either I'm a niende shoot out and all that on my free time. Okay. But I do this mostly on my YouTube. Na mi niko kwa ile niche ya nipate msee business tuongee story. We talk about maeneo flani, the growth of businesses and all that. That is me, and we do that as a hobby. We place it on my platform and free talk on my account, social media accounts. There we talk, no charges. Just do that as friends. That when these guys capture up, I just mla fulani yako Kiembeni and then him support. Sawa, good.
Sawa bro. Okay.
Oh, fine. I took the name already. I took it. Light. Let me go to the other side of the road.
Sorry?
To the other side of the road so that I pick the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As you can see, Jay there. Jay is very comfortable in his business. Very nice. Yeah. Fine. So this is how you walk around and get in touch with the people who are in business. Others are upcoming, while most of them have been there for a while and just want a promotion from their business to different social platforms. There we go. This is us. This is what you do. It is what it is. So, and the last thing you have to have in your mind while doing this, it could be a hobby or sometimes it could be something that you well planned in your mind that you want to do. You have to eradicate fear by all means. And remember, people will always be supporting you for as long as you do the right thing. That's what they believe in. Yeah. So there we go. We're going upwards. Just a short distance before we reach the taxi base point. There you go. Star Garden Inn. Star Garden Inn. So check that out, Star Garden Inn. Ooh. Beautiful hotels here. I don't know whether there's so much of what do you call them? Trying to remember the name. There are these houses for rental where you can just rent in a day or two. They're called Airbnbs. So I don't know if this place has got much of the Airbnbs. As I told you, you've got very few clubs here. So ever since we started down there at the police station, so I can just tell you that up there where we're heading to is the only pub that you're going to spot in this location. So we've got the first fuel station here. I think the only one that I know here around this fuel station. Oh, it's a lot of sun today. Pharmacy business sure seems to be very booming in a booming site. As you can see, we have got, I think I've passed along like 4 pharmacies. A number of like 4 pharmacies from down there. So nowadays I just can feel like there being so many. Okay, so looks like it's a good business. Maybe. How are you? Bye. So refilling station. This is a water refilling station. Now, this is the highest point that you can see while down there. It's an uphill. So, as you can see, that is very low down there. So, we just came to this very far end. Let's check out that building, the very top. It must be old, but it didn't seem to have residents in it. I don't think there is a resident within, but it's just all very old. Maybe it's under repair or some sort of. But the neighboring building, same. It's older, but looks like it has occupants within. There we go. So as you go, you see the neighboring houses as well. Also looks old, but you have some few businesses in the front. The adjacent ones are on the same spree, so looks old and without occupants. Very few, or maybe somehow non-occupant. There we go. Ah, niko hapa tu. Now this is Kiembeni. I think you have grasped a little bit of what Kiembeni look like if you've never been here around. This is exactly what Kiembeni look like in Mombasa. So for those who have never been here and you always hear the name Kiembeni, and then definitely this is it. So I decided to just take a walk and share out the images. We are very rare. It's never common to get this kind of footages and or even images or photos about this kind of places, because initially people used to consider Mombasa, a larger part of Mombasa, as insecure places, and you could not even expose your camera or even your phone while walking around. It was that kind of a taboo. So, but I'm very grateful we are coming to an era whereby things are getting so much okay. Security is becoming a bit of normal, and people just doing businesses comfortably. And the only problem that always bring chaos is during the seasons of politics, where many people are never comfortable. Some of them choose to close their business and even they travel because of political instability. But I'm very grateful that nowadays it's very rare to hear cases of people having been stolen from, or maybe having lost some or ABCD. So people are very comfortable. Both here in Kiembeni, Bamburi, we only have a few cases in places like Shomoroni and the lower coast at the lower coast that is in Likoni. That's where we hope this kind of cases of insecurity, but not so common. But that is here. It is what it is. More to that, I would like to point out one thing that has also changed the entire system in terms of security being modernized. That is the coming of motorbikes. Now, most of these youths have grabbed motorbikes either by loan or by cash, and they're keeping them busy. As you can see, they've got many motorbike bases all along as we have come along, and this is something that keeps these guys extremely busy, very busy. Okay, we have towers here. Among the small businesses that keep youth very busy, like the car wash. And this side, we've got a very low populations and businesses are not around here. You see, we are still on the road, but we are like you are in the thicket. It could be dangerous to walk around in the evening in this kind of zones. So it's a timber yard down there, I think meant for construction purposes. Inside there you can see there's a timber yard. Community around as well. So as we go along now, where we come from is like the center part of Kiembeni, and now this is the joining point between Kiembeni and Bamburi. So we are in Turkey based, and there's a corner in front of me that heads to Bamburi. There we go. Very poshy place. I like it. You can live there, but I see it's a good house, good apartment. So instead having these trees, but you see this kind of trees here. This kind of trees mean something, and you cannot find them anywhere. Definitely, very hard to find them just anywhere. And they take time to grow. If you find someone having a grown tree like that in the compound, just know that that person has been there for quite some time, for a while. I mean, so it's not easy to grow that. It's always means, and also most of the time they're only grown in rich family compounds. But you can choose to have it in your compound for as long as the soil favors it. So there you go. Where there is that Nissan coming towards us, that is the corner that heads to Bamburi Mtamboni. So you can go down to Bamburi Mtamboni as well. This is how things go. This is how things move. So you can easily take a motorbike here and head back to Kiembeni, Bigwatani, and the other sides. But in the meantime, I think I've taken a lot of. We have come a long way, and we have filmed Kiembeni. So where we are is at the end part of Kiembeni. So guys, I would like to give you a goodbye from here, and I thank you for being part of my company, walking all along to this point. Yeah, you need someone who is addicted and adapted to walking, right? Bye.